I didn't want you to talk about any of this.
I understand.
At this time at all.
Okay, Sammy.
None of it.
I fucked
and
up.
now even worse, you're breaking down the VOD of when I found out. You're breaking it down word for word, analyzing every single fucking line, and you're walking through with chat in ways that are not even related to you. I am talking to chat. I'm saying things to chat, answering questions to the chat, right?
Yes.
Which is what you put me through, correct? That's the storm you started, correct?
Okay. I worded things in a way
I'm not done.
that there was no dialogue needed past that
I'm
point.
not done.
Nobody had questions.
No, there is dialogue needed past that point. But
Okay.
I told you this. I said don't start it. Don't take it to stream because our channels don't rely on you talking about it.
I understand.
But can we get to the original point that I'm talking about?
Which one?
How you are framing all of this in
Okay.
your stream currently.
Yes. Can I talk about it for like a minute? Can I?
I wasn't finished. You're not
Okay.
acknowledging my point. This is the storm that you started, correct?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, yes.
And so
I agree.
what I'm saying is I had to deal with that live on my channel,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And so it put me in a position where there's a lot of shit going in and out of the fucking chat. And I'm responding to things that they're saying, and you're sitting there and you're going, what? What is she even saying? Isn't it a good thing that we agree then? Like, you are framing it in such a manipulative way. It's disgusting to watch.
Can I talk?
I am watching this shit genuinely disgusted.
Can I talk?
Yeah, yes, I'm done speaking. Like,
Okay.
why do you get upset that I wanted to finish my point?
No, it's not because of that. Because you asked me a question, and I thought I was going to answer, and yes, you didn't make a statement, and I don't even know what the question was anymore. Because I had a genuine thing to say about it.
The question was, it was your thing. It was your storm that you started.
Yes,
that it was
I
you
agree.
who started the storm. So I got put in a position where I had to talk about it.
I understand it. Okay. I was caught in my own storm. And I thought we could reach to a point where if I said the right things, we could get out of that alive, right? Without this explosion. I also had a lot of questions in comments, on the forums, whatever. There's a lot of people saying a bunch
But not about our relationship.
But I shut it down. But I think wording things in a way that didn't need an escalation. There was no next step. Nobody on these threads or had crazy theories. It was like a period. It's like, okay, yeah.
They already did.
It was period. It was okay. Well, I mean, he fucked up. It's his fault. There's a breakup. It's tough, and a story, and it just kind of ends there, right? So I don't think there's like a next step needed.
No.
But you're going through the million steps.
You are dictating that though, and the thing is that by dictating that, what you are doing is minimizing the storm you created. The storm you caused for me and my shit.
I made a call. I made a tough call, right? That was to give it a one break and take accountability for that and take the blame so that we wouldn't fucking die by small fire over months. I said, I think it's a good idea.
And we weren't
if
going
to. If I just cut it right there because I'm tanking so much for so fucking long, weeks of tanking dog shit. I just approach it the right way and I end it there in a way that I take the blame. I take the blame. I take the downfall. And then nobody has questions because he's wrong. And then boom, we're done.
Okay.
Okay.
And how did this storm for you start for you? What were the actions that led up to you starting this storm that has started for you? Before you mention anything about our breakup.
Fair enough. I guess.
No, what were they?
I'm going to that. I said fair enough. That's a good point. It's a good question. I guess me not going, which is my fault, is the biggest starting point, right?
Okay.
And then my very best friends that are very close to me that have my back, like Hassan would.
You and Hassan are close?
I'm wording thing. Can I not go to my skit? I'm doing a skit right now.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
Sorry. What I'm saying is that me not going is the biggest thing that makes this, right? Not going was a big problem. But then my good close friends seeing the worst in me and worsening things and spreading out lies of why I'm not going, like, oh, he says it's gonna be bad or he's gonna make it bad or whatever. And everybody saying some dog shit and then having a bunch of chunk of people against me. And then other people piling on. Miz piling on. I mean, it wasn't his fault. Sorry about that. He was talking about something else. And then sort of talking about it. Misunderstanding. But still, there's a lot of people. Now with it, especially with me, with all the Gamba shit, people pointing at the wrong direction every time. It's a lot to take in, like over and over again. Like it's a genuine big input. And if you're not willing to agree that the input is massive and holding on over my back over the span of weeks, if not months, according to your timeline, is difficult. And I found my way out, and then I went through that in a responsible, analytical way, and I tried to do my best, and I think I still did my best looking back at it.
And here's why I disagree.
Okay.
Because the responsible, mature way was us talking about it in private. The way that we did consistently through shit camp, before shit camp, after shit camp, yesterday, 2 days ago,
that was on
3
fire.
days ago, 4 days ago, 5 days ago. We had agreements that you're right. Everything that you were worried about is a term you like to use a lot. Whataboutism. It's a term you use all the time.
Well, I didn't say that. I didn't say whataboutism. I didn't say what about. What about what? I didn't say
no,
what.
I did.
Okay.
I said, we talked about this on the phone. You were there. We had these conversations many times. Felix?
Yes.
The things you're talking about are whataboutisms, is what I told you. And you were like, okay, you're right. I agree. These don't need to be said. You're right. These are not beneficial to my channel, and especially not your channel.
I agree. And I didn't talk about these things.
We don't need to talk about any of this stuff. We don't need to announce the breakup. The breakup is irrelevant to the channels, to the content we make. The breakup is irrelevant. And you agreed to this many times.
Okay.
So after you got yourself into the shitstorm, which you acknowledge is one, because you didn't go to the event, and the part that you keep skimming over, which I'm genuinely confused about. So I guess since you're here, why don't we just talk about it?
Sammy,
I
cannot talk about the first point. Why are we jumping points when I'm not even done with the first one?
Like what?
Like the fact that yes, I agree. Maybe I should have talked about it, and that makes a very good point. Mm-hmm. But some of these things, they seep through the cracks and they end up being annoying and over our heads. Okay, it's a thing that happened and is happening. I want to get past that point. I want to get out of that. Do you understand? I want to get out of that zone.
That had nothing to do with me, though. That's what I don't understand. And the thing is, you're not even taking acknowledgement for the things that you did say. Like just
you're
right
right
now.
I did concede my points. I did concede to you that we shouldn't talk about it. I did concede. A lot of times, I had my personal problem, and you know for a fact that I was getting pressured every day. I told you. Every day I tell you, man, everybody's against me. This is kind of weird. And every day I told you, yeah. And the Reddit started fucking molding. My Reddit's molding.
Yes, every day you agreed it back up.
You agreed that the pressure was insane over and over again, and I kept telling you. So
no, I didn't.
What?
I didn't agree that the pressure was insane.
I still told you though.
Yes, you told me about it, but don't say that we made like other agreements.
Okay. No. Whether you agree or not that the pressure was a lot on me, I still told you there was a lot of pressure. Like, I'm not lying about it. Okay. So I told you. I was conceding the points to you. Okay. And like, yeah, maybe she's right. Maybe I can do this. And there came to a point where I just couldn't. And yesterday I reached that point, and I went and did things to the best of my ability to have it out, to get past it, and to protect you. And I did the best that I could.
No, you didn't. The best that you could have done was handle this privately
and
like
take more.
An adult.
And take more.
Like an adult.
And
handle
take more.
It privately.
And keep. What is it to handle privately?
You are taking from actions of your own doing. They had nothing to do with our relationship or our breakup. You started things with Miss Kiff on your own vengeance, your own agenda.
That was the point.
Had nothing to do with me. But that is the snowball of the criticisms
Miz was talking
that you
about
were getting.
the charity events, not shit camp. It was different. I was wrong about that.
Exactly. And then.
Well, I didn't compute that.
That is why you are at the center of so much right now, because you did bring down the hype of shit camp. You could have not gone. You did not go. But to bring down the hype beforehand is why so many people were irritated with you and what you were doing. That has nothing to do with me when you are bringing down the hype based off of Soda not going, based off of your friends and the dynamic not being there for you. That was all with you.
Yes.
That has nothing
Yes.
to do with me.
I could have done better. I could have done better. Yes, you're right. I fucked up. I could have done better.
Okay.
I would take accountability for that.
Okay.
I fucked up. I should have went to the event. You are correct. I should have went. I fucked
No.
up. That's my fault.
But the point of what I'm saying is this is what brought you under criticism to begin with. Not anything to do with us or our relationship. The very beginning of all of it was you bringing down the hype and people being kind of sad about that, having their feelings kind of hurt that
I
you
agree.
would do that to the event that we're all going to.
Yes.
Yes. So that was something you brought on to your own self. I had nothing to do with it. I was not a part of that.
Okay.
Okay. Then you go on and you get in a battle with Ms. Kiff. And then you're now under scrutiny for the way that you are like
It was Hassan and
criticizing Ms.
Soda.
Kiff based off what you're standing on as well.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with anything. It was the topic.
No,
It was Hassan and Soda.
No, because what you're talking about is the pressures that you're under as a whole, right?
Yes.
That's what you've been talking about.
Yes.
So what was there not criticism and a spotlight you were on under from the things that you did with
but
Ms.
that did not add on to that. It's just part of it. It's just part of life. Yes, there are things that I'm fully accountable for, and there are things that I'm less accountable for. I for a fact made moves that I did and moves that are bad, that I fucked myself, right? And I have to deal with the consequences. And me using the pressure as an excuse is cowardly. That's not what I'm doing. I mean, the things. What? That's true.
Isn't it?
No.
Is that not what you did?
What are you talking about?
You said that the reason you had to leak it was because the pressure was too much.
Yeah, from the things that were not self-inflicted. From the things that were not self-inflicted.
Okay. Hassan's tweets, right, is what you're talking about. That's when Hassan criticized you, or what else happened with Hassan?
Yeah, I mean, just Hassan had easy cookie points, and I know how good he is at getting a free fucking apple when he can, right? When it's in reach, and he went for it. He just said that, I was not only not going, and when I should have been going, but I also said on stream, and I said publicly that the event was gonna be bad, and it's why I didn't go. And I never said that, and that was a way for him to farm free clout and free internet points. And it fucked me over, and everybody jumped on the train about that, and it added gamble into that, and it started filling all the boxes that all stacked against me, all these assumptions and shit, everything stacked against me. And yes, that was pressure. That was not self-inflicted. That was not my fault. It was not self-inflicted. That ended up being purposeful dog shit against me. And these pressures, they add up. These are things that stack against me. And what do we do about that? At one point, it's upsetting. I have to find a way out.
Exactly, a way out, a scapegoat. And that is exactly what you use everything for.
Okay, don't be like that.
That is what you just said.
Don't be like that. A way out isn't a scapegoat.
Okay.
You jump.
I'm not gonna do this in front of your stream where, again.
Well, don't say that.
You were victimizing yourself. You were victimizing yourself to your stream.
Okay, sorry. I wasn't a victim of anything then. You know what, dude? Hassan is a good guy. And he said that because he loves me. He's such a good guy. He threw me under the bus in front of all the internet that was ready. All the fucking people that are starving for drama. All the people that are. All the zombies looking for a good fresh brain,
just
right?
Like you did.
He threw
with
them
our very
a bone,
personal
right?
breakup.
But he's a good guy for it.
With our very
He's a good
personal breakup, just like you did. A 4.5-year relationship, real fucking nasty events that led to a breakup, just like you did.
And I still found a way to make myself accountable and my family. I threw everybody and myself under the bus, so you could at least in this negative situation not look like the bad guy. And you know what? You didn't until this happened. And now things are starting exploding.
So now people get to criticize me as the bad guy because I didn't want you to handle this the way you were doing it, using your audience to make you feel better, to validate the things that you are doing, like this whole stream right now, like this whole call right now, what you were doing right now. I didn't want any of this to happen. And I stood up for myself. I was blindsided in the middle of my stream because, of course, your shit came flooding in when I'm trying to play video games, right? On my video game channel.
Oh, so now you're scapegoating then. The same way. Also, now you're scapegoating.
No, I'm not scapegoating.
Okay, then what is it then?
I defended my fucking self from the shit you brought me into.
And I defended my shit.
You directly brought me into that.
I defended myself in the shit that I got brought into. That was not self-inflicted. That
It
wasn't.
had nothing to do with me though. I didn't put you in those situations. I
Like-
did not put you in the situation with Hassan. I did not put you in the situation with Soda. I did not put you in the situation with Cutie Cinderella. I did not put you in any situation with Ludwig. I did not do those
It's
things.
still relevant, Simi. Life happens. Shit happens. Things that happen that are not from you are still relevant to the whole thing. It's the whole ball.
Oh my
it's
God.
part of it. What? Don't be like what?
It's
relevant.
so bad because you are acting to remember all the times that you say like, oh, it's fine. I can handle this. I can handle all of this. Your breakup did not cause the criticisms and the fucking outlash that you got. Your breakup did not cause those things. Your repeated behaviors, your actions caused all of that. The breakup was the better scapegoat, and you admitted this multiple times.
I agree. Okay? I genuinely agree with you. It was just one other thing. And I'm sorry if I worded it in a way that looked like I negotiated camp because of that. Like, as the main culprit, it was a part of the reasons why it happened like that, right? It was even a slim part. It was still part of it. And yes, if me saying it like that, I don't think anybody thought it was, oh my God, oh, then we have to go after Sammy. It doesn't affect you that way. It did not. And the fact that you are portraying it like it is.
Did.
No, it did not. No, it did not.
Yes, it did. You don't dictate what your fucking wild fucking bees did for the queen bee. That is what they did. It is already what was happening. Yes.
I didn't see a single comment that made that reality.
Oh, so you didn't see it, so it's not a reality. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you for saying that.
So you're saying that people blamed you for me not going? The people went hard on you?
People were already blaming me for you not going because of the subtle hints you were dropping.
But they did not know. But nobody knew. But nobody knew though. Nobody knew though.
Exactly. And you could have let people speculate, and you could have kept our personal lives private, and you could have been mature about all this. And instead, you were not.
Speculate while I tank hate for how long? How long do I have to fucking take this shit and ever
So why did you need me to tank the hate with you though? Why did you need me there for that?
I did not. It's a separate issue.
And dissect my
It's
VOD
a separate issue.
You went and you leaked everything. Now you're dissecting my VOD.
I did not leak
and
anything.
going through every single word for word thing that I'm saying and like fucking being upset at me for the situation you put me in.
Okay, Sammy, you know how bad it got, okay? And the things I took accountability for the things that went bad at my house in the incidents, right? Even though these are my faults, I said my family was crazy. I took my family under the bus and I said, yes, my family fucked up. They gave me the short end of the stick. They fucked up. Everybody knew for a fact that I said my family fucked up, okay? I fucked up. I didn't lead us in the correct way. I fucked it, okay? And it was my fault. And just to make sure people would think and know that it's not you and you weren't part of that, even though you're involved in it because you were a couple or whatever, right? That it wasn't your fault. And I made that very clear. And you know for a fact it was in good faith and it was to the best of my ability. And you acting like it wasn't is ridiculous.
I don't know that because
it's ridiculous.
In private, you agreed to completely different circumstances. In private, you acknowledge how this is not beneficial for any of us. Neither of us. Not for our streams, not for our mental health, not for our life. You acknowledge in private that this is not a good thing to be doing what you are doing right now. It is wrong.
Until the pressure got too much. I agree. I conceded to you a lot of points, and yes, I made you think that way. I didn't lead you on purpose. I'm sorry for doing that, okay? But that's not how it happened. I didn't just say, oh, I'm gonna go against Sammy and say, fucking just leak it all against her. It was like I want to be free. I don't want to have so much garbage on my mind and so many clouds above me that I can't breathe. You know how I am.
We could have talked about that. We could have talked about it further, but instead
we
you
did.
took it upon. No, we didn't. After more things blew up and more shit came out, you're saying, "Oh, Soda then started." Don't roll. Turn off your camera or something, because you are rolling your eyes. It's so disgusting. It's so disgusting because you're putting me in a situation where I have to try and reel you in from everything you're doing right now. It's disgusting.
Okay.
You need to stop.
Sorry,
you are not a victim in all of this. You are fine. Like, it's wild to me. You brought me into this situation. You made me have to defend myself and what I'm going through. You made me have to be on this call right now in order to try and get all of this madness to stop. And it's not stopping. It's only getting worse.
It's okay. Semi. Okay.
No, don't talk. Don't patronize me right now. Stop it.
You know this is how I talk to you.
No.
Semi, you know how
exactly. And you
know how I communicate
exactly
with you.
How you are. Stop right now.
Okay.
Stop right now.
Okay. Well, I felt bad. Sorry. Okay.
Stop.
The point wasn't to blindside you.
Stop villainizing me in front of your community. Stop. So
I can't
Please
talk.
Stop. Please. No, you can. You can, but what I'm saying is we could have had further conversations. We could have talked more about releasing it in a healthy, public way to make you feel better. We were having open, honest, private discussions that did not include your audience, your chat.
We were not on good standings, and this was not gonna.
Yes, we were. We have been texting and talking.
It's been tough,
and
though.
It has been.
I didn't see a way out of it.
Exactly.
I didn't see a way out. I didn't see a way out.
As a scapegoat, without my permission, without consulting me, without recognition for how it would hurt and affect me. It's so wrong.
I did
and now you're
my
victimizing
best.
yourself in front of all these people. It's so weird. Please, you need to stop. Okay. You really need to stop.
Okay, can I speak something now?
Of course. Don't play stupid with me like I'm not letting you talk. You have got to talk.
I'm genuinely not playing it like that. That's just not what I'm doing. So you know how I communicate with you, and you know how I am. You please don't act like you don't know what kind of person I am. You know that I hate having trash on my mind, and I can't breathe. Even if it's really bad, it's something really bad I have to say that I did or that happened. Getting it out is a part of me moving on. It's part of the process before I get to heal and move forward in my life. Okay, and I didn't see a possible outcome where I'd be able to fucking get that out at one point to start getting new options and moving on. I didn't think it would happen with the way that things were going. I didn't see it. I genuinely didn't see a fucking way out. You know what I did at that point? I made a way out. End of story. I don't know why you're mad at me. I tried to protect you on my way out, and I did. And I did protect you, and I tried to show you in a good light.
No, you didn't. No, the way that... See, and it's weird that you have this false nobleness. Like, I am so noble and honorable for what I did to you by leaking against your best interests, against our agreements as humans, as adult couple, being like, yeah, we had this agreement that for our personal lives, this is the best thing we could do, is not leak anything. You did not protect me. You did not keep me protected. It's so odd that you feel like you really did an honorable thing with what you did.
I blamed myself. I blamed myself. I blamed myself for everything. I blamed myself for everything.
Regardless, I understand how you feel. I know that I know what you are currently doing. I'm not okay with it.
Okay, then we can stop it. Then we stop it. I brought you.
Yes,
you did 3 hours of talking, and you throw bombshells for 3 hours.
No,
after
I did not talk about anything you already had not talked about.
You called my family psycho, crazy, conniving ass crack.
You did that too.
I say my family is cooked.
You said it on your own stream. No, you said they're bonkers. They're absolutely berserk. You
called them psychos.
All this about your own family.
You called them psychos.
You said all this. Yes, because you already said it.
Being a psycho and crazy is different. You're crazy. I'm crazy. We're not psychos.
You said this about your own family. You need to stop. But listen, I did not go further into detail. And what you're saying right now,
you did.
I just don't think, no, I didn't. And I don't think I can handle what it is that you're saying right now, because you're saying that you need to get everything out on your chest and even all the bad things that you did.
That's what you
just
did.
have to tell stream all the time. You have to confess to them all the time. There's so much that they don't know. And what you're saying is actually triggering me, because I know that there are instances that you swear just are not real life, didn't happen. So I am leaving the call. Listen, I really wish you would stop doing what you're doing.
Okay.
It's
like
wrong.
I said, now that you're not okay with it,
well, really gross.
Okay, but I didn't get.
I would like you to stop.
I didn't get that leeway last night. Whenever you were above and beyond, I kept things wrapped up.
Did you reach out to me? Did you reach out to me?
What are you talking about? Wait, I was sleeping.
I reached out
it was
to you.
6
That's
a.m.
why I'm here on this call right now.
It was 6 a.m. I only called you so you could explain.
Did you reach out to me before? Did you reach out to me before you leaked everything?
Sammy, we have talked about that. At one point, I was gonna talk about this shit.
No, we didn't. No, we did not.
I asked.
We agreed. No announcements. We agreed. No announcements.
Please
stop acting like we agreed that this is going to be something you could announce.
I conceded to you that I wouldn't when things weren't that hard, but you knew they were hard because I kept telling you. You understand that? That things change and get harder.
And we kept talking and we kept making agreements where we were on the same page. I really need you to stop victimizing yourself.
I snapped and want to move on.
You made agreements. You didn't keep our personal lives private, and now all of this is a result of that.
Okay, these are things that were going to happen, and you know what? 100%. It's like I said, a death by 1,000 cuts. I didn't want to go through that. I wanted to be free and do the things that I want to do, and just not think about this shit and have a cloud above my head every day. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and you know that. You know, it's hard for me to keep things wrapped up all the time. I can't do it. There are things that I've kept under wraps for years. We both have. Sometimes it's hardcore. It's too much. I can't go every day and just say, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm in a couple. I'm happy at home. Everything's chilling. Yeah. My whole family's chilling. Everybody's chilling. Sammy's chilling at home. No, we're not. We're separated. It's fucking hard. And if you want to go into detail about how it happened, I don't mind. You looked a bunch of stuff about how it happened on the last day. It was a disaster. Okay, but we both agreed.
I did not even close.
You would leak and it happened.
And I did not leak even close to what really happened. Not even close.
You leaked the kitchen incident.
Stop with this narrative. Yes, the kitchen incident was relevant to our breakup circumstances. You need to stop acting like I went and I dropped these bombshells.
That was pretty bomb though, because you didn't have to go there.
No, it didn't. No, what did I say? What did I say? That there were a lot of attacks on
person
me.
A, person B, my family did that. When you're misrepresenting, you're misrepresenting a lot of things that happened.
And I didn't say anything
I was ready to lie on
anything that they actually said.
Sammy,
I did not say any of the shit that they actually said. I kept it all extremely vague. I did not give details about what they said at all. Don't.
It's not fair.
Falsify things. It is not fair. That's why you should have kept everything private, because it's not fair.
I made things clear.
That's why everything should have kept private.
I made things clear while taking the blame. I even lied a little bit, taking even more hatred on me, saying it's more my fault than it actually was, for the sake of everything. And you with leaking the kitchen incident, and while misrepresenting it, I don't know why you're doing that.
I didn't misrepresent it at all. I did not misrepresent anything. I didn't give details to what was said at all.
But you understand.
None of it.
Okay, I agree. Okay, fair enough. Can we just calm now? Okay, I get it. But the kitchen incident, you both agree with me that was the turning point, and that was a breaking point of all things, and we knew it was done, right?
Yes.
It was done.
Exactly.
Okay, that's a good thing that we agree on that. From that point on, remember when we both looked at each other and we knew it was done, and we knew we were gonna.
Oh my God. Stop going in. There was so much more that happened after 2. You need to stop. You really need to stop.
Fair enough.
I am so tired of you using this as content, using it to gain brownie points from stream.
I talked for 10
Reddit.
minutes and turned my stream off, and I tanked I blamed myself. You talked to me for 3 hours, blaming everybody else. You fucked me for 3 hours.
Information? No, I did not.
I fucked myself for 20 minutes. Then you fucked me for 3 hours. How was that fair?
No, not true. You typed it in your offline chat. You tweeted about it. You talked to.
I tanked every time.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
I tanked the hate every time.
You were leaking small. The way that you talked about it on stream multiple times, you multiple times talked about it on your stream, leaking small things here and there. I am finally just confirming the things you talked about. I did not fuck you over for 3 hours. I didn't go into detail. I didn't go into specifics. I didn't leak the history of our relationship. I didn't do any of that.
None of what you're saying.
There's so much that I have not said and that I will not say yet. I don't know if I want to talk about them.
What is this? Am I being threatened now?
No, absolutely not. You threatened me all week long.
That is not what I did. I said I need to get my heart off my sleeve.
Respond to your messages.
I said I need to.
You were gonna. Sam, you need to respond right now.
I said I need to get you. I need to say. I said
if you don't want me to leak.
I want to
respond right now if you don't want me to leak. You said that multiple times. You said it multiple times to me. I need to respond now because you can't handle it. And so what would I do? I would have to immediately message back, hold on for our personal lives to not be leaked all over the internet.
It's okay.
I had to call you. I had to sit on
we're-
calls. I had to message you. I had to reason with you. I had to try and get people to support you in a way to make you understand that you need to calm down.
Okay, let's end call. Sammy, this is getting heavy. I thought we could do this in less heavy way. It's getting heavy. You know that. Okay.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, I am not threatening you.
Okay.
You threatened me.
Okay.
All week long.
Okay, that's
I
okay.
tried to bring down the tensions.
Sammy, you need to
I
be careful with the
tried to
words
calm
that you
down.
use.
I tried to resonate with you.
Sammy.
You brought up the word threatened. You brought that word into this discussion. That was you.
Okay,
I'm not threatening you by saying
telling
that.
you.
I am not talking about our history.
Okay, Sammy, me saying it, that I was going to say that I'm single, and then just say I'm moving on, wasn't like a threat for a threat to happen.
What you were willing to. That is not what you were trying to say, though. You were trying to use everything as a scapegoat. You wanted to use our personal lives as the better scapegoat. It is simply what you acknowledge you were gonna do.
Well, it's part of the reason.
Several times.
Okay, but it's generally part of the reason, though, and you know it is. Our problems and problems at home.
Oh
and
my God.
Sammy.
You have a track record of all of this. That is why you had so much fucking criticism around everything.
Yes, I deserve the hate because I don't show up to events. I understand that. Okay, and if I thought it was since it was part of the reason, if I use that as a way to fucking get things off my chest and move on my life, okay, I did. I can take that. Okay, I'm evil. I use that to say that we're not together anymore, so I can move on my life. Okay,
Oh my God.
Is that what you want me to say?
Stop saying it in a way that is just catering to your chat.
I don't care about chat about this.
Yes, you do, or you wouldn't be streaming any of it. None of it would
have
needed to
you.
be leaked.
Says you.
I didn't leak
Says
it.
you.
You did. I did not leak any of this. You did.
Sammy, 3 hours and a half of a blasting.
No, it wasn't. You have not watched the whole 3 hours. You haven't watched it.
I'm 50 minutes in and you are blasting me to a crisp.
No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't.
You called me on TikTok React Andy. That's blasting.
Yes.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Okay.
You were manipulating that because even when you said it was true. Okay, listen. You need to stop going further. You need to stop. You're saying you want to end the call. You're saying this and that. What I said is we are not real life drama farmer. Twitch channels.
We are now after 3 hours
you
of.
I have to do this shit because you don't stop. When are you gonna realize this? I have to keep going down the rabbit hole with you because you will not stop.
I did not put things in a way that wanted you to react or to do anything.
Oh my God.
I didn't. I didn't.
You did.
I tanked the hate. I tanked it.
It's our private lives. It's our private lives, and you announced
it's not
it
private.
on your own
It's
in
not
order
private.
to get brownie points. It was private. How could you say our relationship was not private?
What are you talking about? It wasn't private. What are you talking about private?
The intricacies of any relationship that is not broadcasted online for everyone to know about is private. It's
why I took the blame.
There's no way you think
that
the intricacies of our relationship should not be private information. There's no way that you think that it's not private.
I said.
You actually think this is
Sammy,
public information that people are entitled to?
Okay, if I say, oh, we're not together when we broke up, and it's my fault, and it's all on me. How is that a problem for you?
Because
it's my fault. It literally is my fault. Do you not
bring
that?
me into a spotlight. You bring me into your storm that I didn't want a part of.
Well, I'm human. I'm human too.
To be part of. I had nothing to do with the criticism you got for everything you did.
I agree.
You created lots of little storms for yourself with your actions.
Agreed.
You did not need to rope me into this. You did not need to open my stream and do what you were doing right now. You did not need to have this call on your stream right now.
Sammy, you boiled me for 3 hours, man. I took the blame for 10 minutes.
I did not boil you for 3 hours.
You're boiling me, man.
I didn't talk about anything specific. I did not talk about specifics with you. I did not.
So you tell me that this you did this in a way that I wouldn't get hate. Sammy, there's 8 threads.
All I talked about.
There's thousands of comments that are against Maul the enemy.
That are against me. No
shot.
Listen, all I wanted was privacy. I gave you privacy. I gave our relationship as much privacy as I could. Things weren't easy. I wanted this last bit of privacy from you. You understood that. You knew that. You opened the fucking gates.
And you
when
knew
went against
that I can.
my...
You knew for a fact. I want to be private to a point, and you knew for a fact that there was a come a time where we have to cut the bread somehow. You knew that I've always wanted, when things are moving on, to move on. You know how I am. Okay, I don't cut it halfway. I have to go all the way. I don't like having things above my head all fucking day.
I can't do this with you anymore. You are not a victim here. You have never been a victim here.
Okay.
I'm done speaking with
Okay,
you.
I'm done
You
as
are
well.
not a victim.
It's
Stop victimizing yourself.
I'm sorry. This got too heavy. I'm sorry. Bye. Cheers. Okay. Jeez. Okay. I'll stop reacting to this. Jesus. Okay. Well, that got heavy.
A guy saying he's single / in a relationship.
Okay. People didn't get context.
Just fuck. Sorry,
People
he said he's
that
single.
did not get context ahead of time. Okay, motherfuckers. Okay, where you just get mad at me and throw me under the bus for no reason, all over the internet for like a bunch of bitches. Okay, the only reason I made this call in the first place, I was on my own. I was watching the thing that she said. Okay, the only reason I made the call is that she seemed like she was uncomfortable and she thought that I was misrepresenting the things. So I thought I would give her a chance to debunk the things on the fly, right? And to make sure that she's comfortable with the things that I said in the conclusions. I didn't bait her or bait anybody for content or do some dumb shit. I was already watching this shit. Yeah, for content, you can say, yeah, that wasn't for content. No, for clarification. But then, I only made the call to clarify so she wouldn't be misrepresented and I wouldn't lie about her on accident or by misrecalling or by being disingenuous.